system and taking part in a roundtable discussion. She will also join the Secretary of Veterans Affairs for a visit to a local veteran-owned business. Vice President Mike Pence is expected to make a campaign stop in Greensburg tomorrow. He will visit the city's police station as part of a Cops for Trump event. And more details, Joe Biden's wife, Dr. Jill Biden, joined Senator Bob Casey and Pennsylvania teachers for a virtual Pittsburgh campaign stop. That happened yesterday. Dr. Biden and Senator Casey spoke about what is needed to safely reopen our schools, including proper funding.
We're getting a clearer picture of how the school year will look. The school board in Bethel Park has voted for both in-person and remote learning. Channel 11's Mike Holden takes us through what parents and students can expect.
The Bethel Park School Board just finalized its back-to-school plan. It will naturally feel and look a little bit different than years past, but they say bottom line, it boils down to the student and staff's well-being and safety. It is official. School will resume on Wednesday, August 26th in Bethel Park for the 2020-2021 year. Last night, the school board agreed on two options for Bethel Park students as the COVID-19 pandemic continues to play out. Students can choose to do all in-classroom courses at their school building or all online courses from home. In both options, students will be taught by Bethel Park teachers and get the same exact curriculum. Students who work from home can choose to eventually return to school for in-class instruction when ready. And if a student who attends in-person classes gets sick, they can transition to online learning from home. District leaders say this is about making the experience as stress-free as possible and accessible to everyone during an ever-changing time.
This has been a test of being flexible, something we've never expected in a million years, but it's all about doing what we do best, and that's educating kids in a safe, healthy environment.
And school officials say they will keep a close eye on this ever-evolving situation, and if they need to make changes, they will. We're going to continue to bring our questions to them and break down more safety changes for Channel 11 News starting at 5 o'clock tonight. Reporting in Bethel Park this afternoon, Mike Holden, Channel 11 News.
Pittsburgh Public Schools is set to hold a special public meeting late this afternoon. The board is set to vote Friday on how to start the school year. It's considering a mix of in-person and online classes, and at least one board member wants the first 9 weeks to be entirely online. Tonight's meeting gives parents a chance to give their opinions about the options. That meeting will be live streamed at 5 tonight.
The South Park School Board decided on a hybrid model. Students will be divided into two groups. Each will attend school 2 days a week and then will learn remotely 3 days a week. The board also pushed the start of school back to August 31st. And parents in the South Fayette School District are also getting a choice: in-person instruction, a hybrid model, or 100% online through Fayette Cyber Academy. Fayette schools start September 2nd. And Newitt, the Pennsylvania Cyber Charter School, has an alert up on its website saying that due to a rush in enrollment, demand has exceeded available seats. It's putting families on a waiting list, and admission will be based now on a lottery system. We have a list of all the school plans that have been released so far. Just click on the Back to School section on the front page at WPXI.com.
People who rely on buses are worried they will lose their ride and their jobs if critical funding isn't green-lighted fast. Channel 11's Amy Hudak shows us who could lose out if mass transit stops running.
COVID-19 has, put Pennsylvania's public transit on the edge of disaster.
Downtown is desolate. Buses are seemingly empty. So is the T.
We've seen 80 to 90% reductions in ridership in many communities.
As this pandemic lingers, downtown offices are empty, and every day millions in fare and tax revenue is lost in PA.
Fare hikes, layoffs, and shutdowns are on the horizon if Congress does not pass the $32 billion necessary for public transit.
That was the argument public transit advocates and employees used to call on Senator Bob Casey to keep public transportation running. If this public service isn't fully funded, community leaders argue the outcomes will disproportionately affect essential workers, those with disabilities.
Public transportation is vital to me because it allows me to be independent.
and people of color.
60% of public transit riders are people of color.
For transit riders, bus lines are lifelines, right? Safe, reliable service can really mean the difference between a trip to the grocery store to buy healthy food or going hungry.
Workers say adequately funding public transit also means keeping those on the front lines and their families safe. Union leaders shared tough stories of thousands of frontline transit workers nationwide contracting COVID-19, hundreds dying.
This is not taking account for the members who have taken the virus home and passed it on to their families, and family members have passed away.
Some workers say they don't even have access to adequate PPE, and nobody should die from doing their job. Amy Hudak, Channel 11 News.
The Port Authority says it's committed to keeping public transportation operating smoothly to get essential workers to their critical jobs. Masks are required on board and strict cleaning methods are in place to keep everyone safe.
Pittsburgh Mayor Bill Peduto says the city needs help from Washington, D.C. to recover from this. Yesterday, Peduto and other mayors from across the country laid out their priorities for the next round of coronavirus relief. They say this pandemic has had a disastrous effect.
We know that we have to pave our streets, fix our sidewalks, trim our trees, make sure the lights are turned on and make sure the gas is flowing, and ensure that when people call 911, police and fire show up.
In April, Mayor Peduto called the city's financial future bleak and said Pittsburgh will likely feel the effects of this pandemic for the next 5 years.
Pittsburgh City Council has approved a series of police reform bills, but council members told the Trib it's not the final answer to addressing these issues. Council President Teresa Kale-Smith said they need to hear from police officers, union members, and community activists. She said their input will be used to tweak the legislation in the coming months and years. The new bills do not defund police, but it does redirect $250,000 to a Stop the Violence Fund and enacts a police hiring freeze. The Pittsburgh Bureau of Police sent us this statement saying in part the reduction in funds for police recruits will greatly impact our ability to have a diverse police department. We will work with city officials and council to ensure funding is available in the future to recruit new officers who represent the community they will serve and who are willing to make a difference.
A woman was killed in a rollover wreck in Washington County. Police say she lost control of the car on Route 980 right near Noblestown Road in Cecil around 3:30 this morning. She was the only one in the car. Her name has not been released, and the cause of that crash is under investigation. We have new information on another crash as well. A man was seriously hurt after hitting a parked car while riding a dirt bike last night in the Hill District. Police say at the time of the crash at Reed and Elmore Streets, there was a big party going on in the area. Medics say the biker's injuries were not life-threatening.
A man accused of sexually assaulting a teenage girl at Keystone State Park in Westmoreland County is in custody. Police say the assault happened in a very busy beach area. The 16-year-old girl said she fell off a raft and was groped by No Alvarez. State police say he touched the girl inappropriately last week. The girl's mother pulled her from the water and out of the suspect's grip. Alvarez was at the park with a handful of other men, all said to be part of a team of roofing contractors staying in the area.
Leaders of Amazon, Apple, Facebook, and Google all in front of Congress right now. Some lawmakers say the top tech companies are simply too powerful. A hearing is just getting underway. As our Serena Marshall explains, this is a moment of power versus power.
If they were testifying in person, you may wonder who holds more power in that room, U.S. lawmakers or the four CEOs, two of which are among the world's richest men, all four businesses titans of industry. For some, like Facebook's Mark Zuckerberg, it marks just another time before Congress. But for Amazon's Jeff Bezos, it will be the very first time he's ever testified before lawmakers, even as Amazon is set to establish their new offices a stone's throw from the Capitol building. The hearing, part of a year-long congressional investigation into concerns these four companies have too much power and whether U.S. law needs to be changed to check their growth.
They come into the hearing not with a halo, but with great concerns about exactly whose side they're on. And that should be a matter of concern. Again, you look at the mood of the Congress. You look at how Republicans join Democrats today in scolding these companies. that's a combustible environment for the leading enterprises.
All 4 tech CEOs deny anti-competitive behavior and plan to tell lawmakers they welcome the scrutiny and face tough competition. Reporting from outside Washington, I'm Serena Marshall, Channel 11 News.
Well, good afternoon. We have a fantastic day shaping up, but it's already in the 80s. It's 81 degrees right now, west wind at 10 miles per hour, brilliant sunshine, a day for the sunglasses for sure. It's 79 in Indiana, 82 in Butler, 85 in Beaver right now. Dew points are in the low 60s to upper 50s. So here in Pittsburgh, it feels comfortable, but in Washington, starting to feel just a little bit more humid. Same thing in Greensburg. Anything over 60 feels sticky. You can see the heat index is 83 in Greensburg and in Washington, but feels just like the air temperature here in the city right now. Our swimming forecast for the rest of today, if you're heading to the pool, it's going to be a warm one. Those temperatures climbing to the upper 80s through 5 o'clock. Plenty of sunshine, maybe just a few clouds building in toward evening at 86 at 8 p.m. I am tracking a chance for rain for some places today. I'll show you where, and I'll have a look at your Thursday forecast, which actually does include a little more stormy weather for the rest of us. Coming up.
I can't have them come visit here. It's not safe for them here.
A local nurse working in one of the worst COVID-19 hotspots in the country, so her family can't visit her. Only on 11, she takes us through what she's seeing every day in the ICU and has a warning for everyone here at home.
It's frustrating that it's been, I keep hearing that it's 7 to 14 days. We're going on 3 weeks and we don't have results yet.
Waiting game. A local couple got tested for COVID-19 3 weeks ago and still no results. How it's put their lives on hold.
Channel 11 News and NBC Nightly News with Lester Holt.
We're a team you can count on to cover stories that impact your life,
whether it's across the street or around the world.
Channel 11 News at 6.
And NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
You're watching WPXI Now, your source for original local shows. All the best things happening in Pittsburgh in one place. Watch 11 Things to Do, Thursday and Friday mornings at 9:15 on WPXI Now and on demand. Channel 11 News, 11 at 11. 11 minutes of news and weather before the first commercial.
Breaking news right now, the North Allegheny School District just announced students who choose in-person instruction for the fall will start school in the hybrid phase. That means students will be in school 2 days a week, have 2 days of remote learning with classroom cameras, and 1 day of online learning. Students will stay in the hybrid phase for the first quarter. But families also have the option of enrolling in the NA Cyber Academy if they don't want to send kids into the classrooms.
We still haven't gotten test results yet.
From days to weeks, now what could almost be a month, 2 business owners are waiting for their COVID-19 tests to come back, test results that they, along with others, are relying on for a paycheck. We've been pushing state and federal officials for answers on why test results are taking so long to get back. As our Ryan Houston explains, the delay is not only unsettling to people's health, but also their jobs.
I think it's woefully inadequate.
Ann and John Cirillo are talking about the testing for COVID-19 here in the U.S. They own 3 veterinary hospitals in southwestern PA. The couple took a recent trip to visit family in North Carolina. That state is one of several considered to be a hotspot for the virus, according to the Pennsylvania Department of Health.
We felt fine, but we went ahead and got tested on July 9th.
At the CVS place in Cranberry, we live in Cranberry, and they had a drive up, and you kind of did testing yourself.
And after almost 3 weeks of waiting, they still don't know if they have the coronavirus.
Our doctors, our staff, and our clients, everybody's pretty stressed out.
It's frustrating that it's been, I keep hearing that it's 7 to 14 days. We're going on 3 weeks. We don't have results yet.
I went to the CVS in Cranberry on Freedom Road for answers. The manager inside told me to call their corporate office. I did, and a company spokesperson sent this statement. It reads in part, the increase in cases of COVID-19 in certain areas of the country is causing extremely high demand for tests across the board. This has caused backlogs for our lab partners and is delaying their processing of patient samples. Currently, due to these factors, it may take 6 to 10 days for people to receive their results. And in some instances, our lab partners may take even longer to return results. End quote.
Is this the new normal? Is this the way it's going to be? I think people are just, a lot of mixed messages as far as what you're supposed to do and what you're not supposed to do.
The Pennsylvania Department of Health says if this happens to you, first, contact your local or county health department or call the PA Department of Health to find updates regarding your test status. And while you're waiting, they say you need to self-quarantine if possible. But if you have to go out, wear a mask and make a list of people you visited or came in contact with before you got tested. Ryan Houston, Channel 11 News.
A restaurant that relies on PNC Park for a lot of its customers is shutting down. Slice on Broadway posted the news on Twitter saying Friday will be its last day. The owners say with no fans and empty office buildings on the North Shore, they just can't turn a profit. And they're not the only restaurant that relies on fans and office workers to keep the lights on. Mike Sukich owns the North Shore Tavern and Mike's Beer Bar outside PNC Park. He told us both businesses are seasonal and rely heavily on events, especially Pirates and Steelers games. He says he's doing everything he can to stay open.
We're right now planning to just tread water until next baseball season. We don't expect there to be fans, or if there are fans, for football either. So it's going to be a challenge, and it's a terrible year.
And Hapa Hawaiian Grill is about a block away from PPG Paints Arena. They tell us right now they're making it work with takeout orders.
Your severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Back with weather now, and this is the number of consecutive days that we have had officially in Pittsburgh at or above 80 degrees. And that number is 34. And yes, we are in the peak of summer. 46, by the way, is the record, in case you were wondering, and that is from 1878. It certainly is a warm one out there today and tonight as the Pirates take on the Brewers tonight at 7:05. First pitch will be in the upper 80s and upper 70s through the 9th inning. It'll be mostly clear, so at this point we are not expecting any rain delays should you be watching that on television. Storm tracker for the rest of today. Plenty of sunshine. We are looking at having those sunglasses all the way up through this evening. Once the sun goes down, mostly clear. You are noticing more cloud cover and a couple of green speckles coming across the screen up to the north. Late day and evening and into the nighttime hours, we could be tracking a couple of stray showers and thunderstorms, generally in areas along along and north of I-80. Any storm that does happen to fire up and move through this area will be capable of producing very heavy rainfall as well as gusty winds, and then lightning is a threat in any thunderstorm. Aside from that, the rest of us should stay dry. Overnight tonight, partly cloudy into your Thursday morning. We are dry, partly sunny in the afternoon. We do have a weather disturbance that's coming in at upper levels of the atmosphere. That should help trigger some showers and some thunderstorms across the area by the afternoon and the evening. Some of the greater instability right now is near Pittsburgh and points to the south, so this would be an area where I would expect maybe a little more thunderstorm activity in terms of thunderstorms versus just plain rain. So that's something Severe Weather Team 11 will be watching for you as we head through the day on Thursday. Tonight, 66 degrees, partly cloudy, light southwesterly winds. Should be a comfortable night as the humidity is pretty low. Tomorrow, though, the temperatures will be going back into the 80s, and it's also going to be turning more humid. 71 at 8 o'clock, and we'll have a partly sunny sky for the day tomorrow. If you're getting out doing a little biking, the dew points will be in the mid-60s, so it will be a tad bit on the humid side. You may want to take some frequent breaks out there. Upper 70s at 9 o'clock, 82 at 1. And about 85 degrees with a chance of a shower or thunderstorm by 5 o'clock. 87 for you in Washington tomorrow, 87 in Uniontown, 86 in Indiana, so we're all really feeling the heat once again. Continuing that consecutive day string. 5-day forecast with your weekend always in view. Friday, 83. Right now, it looks like the bulk of the rain should stay south of Pittsburgh, but we'll keep you updated. As far as the weekend goes, Saturday could have a few showers and storms in it. We'll keep you updated on how that goes. The models have been kind of going back and forth with either bringing it in Saturday night or a little bit sooner in the day. So we'll watch Saturday, but Sunday, we are expecting a stronger low to move into the area. So some scattered showers and storms are definitely likely on Sunday with that high temperature up to 82. Stick with us in the next half hour. When I'm back with weather, we'll have another check of your forecast, but also I have something really cool to share with you that's going on in space. Yeah, it's taking place tomorrow. I'll have that for you coming up.
I do not feel that they took what we had to say seriously.
A local school district starting the year online only. The reason some parents are upset with that decision.
COVID-19 is not just impacting physical health. Next, the new study showing the impact of lockdowns, isolation, and school closings and the effect they're having on families.
This is Channel 11 News 11 at 11.
11 at 11 starts with team coverage of this breaking story.
Accurate details.
Tonight we're talking to parents who have major concerns.
Experienced coverage.
Our crew is live in Washington.
Trusted weather source.
Just got a warning in for Westmoreland County.
All in the first 11 minutes of our newscast. Dependable coverage of breaking news.
We have been on the phone working to answer your questions.
Tracking storms to prepare you for tomorrow. Count on Channel 11 News 11 at 11 tonight.
When you want news from where you live,
Watch Channel 11 News at 5.
COVID-19 is not just impacting physical health. A new study shows how it affects a family's mental health.
Sandra Torres takes a look at how the anxiety it creates has become dangerous as well.
The impact of isolation and cancellation of school was far greater than COVID itself.
I feel like I go through different levels of anxiety throughout the day.
Moms giving us some perspective about how the pandemic has affected them and their families.
It's really stressful.
Brittany Hantek has 2 kids under 5. Working from home while taking care of them has brought on some stress-related anxiety.
It's been a struggle knowing that I can't be in 2 places at once.
A similar feeling for Deandra Verest, a teacher and mom of 2.
Sometimes I'm like, okay, we can do this, be mindful, take it one step at a time. And then at other moments, it's just this wave of overwhelming what ifs.
We're able to find that about 1/4 of parents said that their mental health felt like it was worse several weeks into the pandemic.
Dr. Matthew Davis from Lurie Children's Hospital is one of the authors of the study.
Being at home, being in an unfamiliar setting for some families, having all this time together and feeling cooped up has been a strain on a lot of people.
The study also found 1 out of 7 parents said their children's behavior has worsened as well.
He's definitely acted out a lot more. Isolation and the removal from his routine has been really hard on him.
COVID-19, far beyond the number of people who are infected, has caused such a profound disruption in family life, especially through the loss of childcare, that we need to be asking about people's mental well-being.
If the anxiety has become too much to deal with on your own, get in touch with a doctor or maybe reach out to a friend, because sometimes all you need really is just someone to talk to. Too many people ignoring safety guidelines, and now 21 states are on the red zone list. The alarming new report ahead.
Nobody can read between the lines.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck.
Like Judge Judy.
Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11. You're streaming WPXI Now, your source for breaking news, weather, and original local shows. Murder, mystery, and the missing. Justice Rules profiles real-life crime stories. Tuesdays at 9 p.m. right here on WPXI Now.
Watch Channel 11 News at 6.
Followed by NBC Nightly News at 6:30.
Breaking right now, a man accused of raping a hotel guest on the North Shore has turned himself in. We told you when police put out an alert about Michael Cooper. He turned himself in to police this morning. Officers say he was doing maintenance in a hotel room last weekend when he assaulted a guest. He is now in the Allegheny County Jail.
In one weekend, all of our ICUs filled up. Hospitals are busting at the seams here.
A warning from a nurse on the front line in Florida. Her family back here in Pittsburgh is now praying for her health and safety. She's treating patients in one of the worst hotspots for COVID-19 in the country.
And only on 11, she takes our Michelle Newell through what she's experiencing every day.
I miss her a lot. Yeah, we have a good time.
COVID-19 has prevented this family from doing what they love the most.
I can't have them come visit here. It's not safe for them here.
Angela Bacon is an ICU nurse in Florida. Her family lives in Pittsburgh.
That's been the hardest part for me. I'm very close to my family.
When she took these pictures of herself at work, she had no idea just how quickly her life would change.
In one weekend, all of our ICUs filled up. Hospitals are busting at the seams here.
Bacon wears layers of protective gear. You can see her colleagues do too. She says some of the hospitals she works at provide an N95 mask where the filter can be changed out, but some hospitals don't.
Some of the other hospitals don't have that available that I've worked at. So we're reusing the regular, like the green N95 masks, a couple times a week, which is bad business.
Bacon has seen a lot of people lose the battle to COVID-19.
I can't count. I couldn't personally count, but it's like I said, it's a larger number.
Seeing patients take their last breath is especially difficult.
Young and old, they're dying alone. You can't have visitors.
Bacon says she has seen an alarming number of young people in the ICU, and those who are discharged have a long road to recovery.
We have 27, 28-year-olds who can't walk up 3 steps without getting winded, and they're 2 months out of their COVID diagnosis.
She says the growing number of COVID-19 cases in Florida is alarming. She feels not enough is being done to slow the spread.
Other states, their numbers are climbing. They started dialing back. They're opening up, and we opened Disney. So that's kind of been, the temperature here is.
Bacon is hoping her family in Pittsburgh doesn't have to experience what's happening in Florida.
Florida to Pittsburgh, that's an absolute concern. We haven't stopped tourism. People are still vacationing here.
Bacon is leaning on her faith to get her through and hoping one day she can make new memories with her family.
For me, it's tougher because I don't see an end in sight here. I have no idea when this is going to get better for us down here.
I'm Michelle Newell for Channel 11 News.
Really scary. The state now says all residents, this state anyway, all residents and staff at skilled nursing facilities have been tested for COVID-19, and that is an essential step in allowing the reopening of the facilities. So for places like Paramount Senior Living in Peters Township, which has no positive COVID cases, a phased reopening is now allowed.
We know how COVID-19 enters the facilities, and is primarily through asymptomatic or pre-symptomatic people. And so we have to be just so careful about visitors entering because we don't want to introduce COVID-19 into the facilities that way.
Before the reopening process can begin for a facility, it must have no COVID cases for at least 14 days. Even one case during that time resets the countdown.
Restaurant owners say they're relying on health officials to keep them updated on the best way to protect customers and stay open. Officials from the city of Pittsburgh and the Allegheny County Health Department are holding a series of sessions to answer their questions. Owners want to know why customers aren't allowed to eat and drink sitting up at a bar if all the rules are being followed. Another big question, what constitutes a meal?
The Pennsylvania Liquor Control Board does have a definition of a meal. It is an amount of food that someone would typically eat for breakfast, lunch, or dinner, and does not include things like a pretzel or a bag of chips.
Health officials say between July 1st and July 15th, there were 80 cases of coronavirus among food service workers. That is 4 times more than the second half of June.
A new federal report has added more states to the list of red zones and is urging leaders to impose restrictions to slow down COVID-19. Health officials say too many large gatherings are happening with people ignoring safety regulations. Miguel Almaguer has the developing details.
As the national death toll surpasses 150,000, this morning 21 states are now in the so-called red zone for their rapid rate of transmission, according to a federal report first obtained by the New York Times. And now as President Trump urges more states to reopen, top officials on the White House coronavirus task force are now urging some statewide mask mandates. In audio obtained by the Daily Beast, Dr. Deborah Birx told governors, by the time you see hospitalizations, your community spread is so wide that you flipped into a red state incredibly quickly. NBC News has not verified the audio and has reached out to the White House for comment. Doctors on the front line say the fight against COVID is being undermined by Americans who refuse to wear masks and ignore social distancing.
You see that all these deaths are preventable. They're preventable. And people just don't pay attention. And that's extremely frustrating.
It comes amid new concerns over children going back to school. Dr. Anthony Fauci giving this answer when asked what teachers need to do to return safely during a Q&A with teacher union leaders overnight.
The minimal would be the mask, eye shield if you can have it, and possibly gloves. But washing your hands frequently, having Purell there if you don't have a sink nearby, is as good as wearing gloves.
That advice coming as the country's second largest teachers union says it will support its 1.7 million members if they choose to strike in districts that reopen without adequate health and safety measures.
Do I want to get back into school? Absolutely. But we need to be able to do that in a safe environment.
This morning, the new reality of living in a pandemic where some say life and death decisions are made every day. Miguel Almaguer, NBC News, Los Angeles.
All school districts face a very big challenge this year, but the School for the Deaf has an even bigger hurdle, how it is preparing for students to wear face masks.
And face masks are becoming a big business. How newlyweds are using them on their special day.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson, and we've been bringing you a special version of Local Steals and Deals, where we shine a spotlight on amazing companies and their passionate founders. Small businesses really are the backbone of America, and we need them to thrive now more than ever. With Local Steals and Deals, we bring you exclusive offers from these brands on products that make your life safer, brighter, and more fun at a time when we all really need it. Join us in making a difference. Simply pick up your phone and text USA to 65,000 to learn more.
I like people to be honest, not stupid.
Nobody brings the truth to life.
Is that what you want me to believe?
Nobody can read between the lies.
I'm 5'9", and I have a body like Christy Brinkley. Do you believe that?
Like Judge Judy.
She's an 18-year-old girl. She got a settlement. You saw a little money. You wanted a big red truck. Shiny, shiny, shiny red truck. I still love this job.
Judge Judy, weekdays at 4 and 4:30 on Channel 11.
severe weather coverage where you live.
On Channel 11 News.
UPMC Presby is getting national recognition. U.S. News and World Reports ranks the hospital 15th in the country for cancer treatment. It was also named the second best hospital in the state and ranked first in the Pittsburgh area. Other hospitals making the state list include UPMC Passavant, St. Margaret, Allegheny General Hospital, and St. Clair Hospital.
While face coverings are the new normal, apparently they're also becoming popular wedding favors. Since June, the Threaded Needle Sewing Company in Iowa has made more than 5,000 wedding masks, allowing couples to incorporate their wedding colors and names. The idea is so popular, they're getting interest from across the country.
Just to kind of commemorate this crazy time in our world and getting married in a historical time, to commemorate their wedding and to keep everybody safe.
And she is keeping busy. She says she makes more than 100 masks a day.
A local school district has decided to start school online. Why it's not sitting well with some parents.
Nice weather around here. I'm going to update you on the latest on the tropics, a system to watch. Plus, I've got a look at something cool that's happening in space as we head into tomorrow.
Every candidate, every voice, every vote matters. From the campaign trail to your backyard, we're talking to the candidates about the big issues and to the voters who will decide the election. Channel 11 News, Decision 2020 coverage you can count on. You're streaming WPXI now. Channel 11 expands its streaming live newscasts. When other stations are national, Channel 11 News is local, right here at 7 a.m. and 7 p.m. on WPXI Now.
Nobody can read between the lines like Judge Judy.
The Moon Area School District is starting the school year entirely online, and parents say the district did not give them a choice. Channel 11's Christine D'Antonio found out that's not sitting well with some families.
In a 7-2 vote, the Moon Area School Board decided that kids won't be coming back into the classroom for the upcoming 2020-2021 school year due to COVID. Parents in the district,
you're asking people to choose between their kids or their job,
have differing opinions.
The school district made a hard choice, the right choice for right now.
it's safer.
Paul Kastner is one of the frustrated parents who feel the district didn't listen to the majority, with over 70% opting for some version of in-person classes on a recent school-wide survey. He and his wife have 2 children in the district, including one who uses an IEP.
I have a kid with a immunocompromised situation myself, so yes, I do worry about some of that stuff. But like I was saying before, my child's in a life skills class. That can't be taught virtually.
Jackie Ferguson says she too understands the frustration. As a single working mother, she too knows the struggle of trying to teach her son and work.
No one wants their child at home. Everyone wants we all want our kids in school. But I do think that it's the right decision for now.
She's lost loved ones to COVID.
It's very real. And for those that say that there's a 99.5% chance, and, that's a blessing. And I'm glad that there are people that are surviving, absolutely. But not everyone does, and not everyone can.
Kastner says he believes parents should be given the option of a hybrid model, like some districts are offering, with families left to make their own choice to decide.
The parents do have the right to make those decisions and choices, but there are other options out there. You have the right to switch a school district and send them to a private school. You have the right to join PA Cyber, one of the other cyber programs out there.
In Moon Township, Christine D'Antonio, Channel 11 News.
The Western Pennsylvania School for the Deaf is making some changes so that its students can take advantage of in-person learning. School leaders tell us it's a lot more challenging to communicate in the deaf community with a mask on, of course, especially for those who read lips. So because of that, they will have to use clear masks or face shields for open communication.
The lips are my focal point when I'm watching a person who's using sign language. So when you see a mask over the face, that's half of my face that's covered up. And I depend on the lips as a focal point and to read lips.
The school is in the process of deciding if in-person or online learning is the best option for students. Computers will be provided if they end up deciding to keep the campus closed.
Severe weather Team 11 forecast.
Taking a look at our visible satellite right now, we've had a few fair weather clouds coming into some of our northern counties. The rest of us are really dealing with a nice deal of sunshine for the day. Right now, temperatures in the 80s, ranging from 86 already in Beaver to 82 in Greensburg, 81 degrees in the Pittsburgh area. So if you are heading out, you're going to want to take your heat precautions as we do track a pretty high UV index here today. It is 9. Let's go back. My graphics were a little sluggish there. Burn time is 15 minutes. Sunscreen, sunglasses, hats, fine shade, limit time outside. Yeah, those are the things we're doing here in the peak of summer. I know we haven't had a whole lot of rain, but some of us may still need to mow our lawn. So if you need to do that here this evening, you may be dripping with sweat a little bit, but at least it will be dry for us. 87 at 6 o'clock, 87 at 7, 86 degrees at 8 p.m. Humidity-wise, though, not bad of a day. Our dew points are in the upper 50s and low 60s. Tomorrow, we're going to notice the dew points come up into the mid-60s, so it'll feel a little more sticky to you outside. That will also play a factor in a chance for showers and thunderstorms for the day tomorrow. Friday, that humidity will begin to lower once again. Our low temperatures tonight, down in the low to middle 60s, with about 65 in Greensburg, Indiana, 66 in Pittsburgh. Tomorrow, hour by hour, temperatures should climb into the mid-80s. We will have more clouds, though, tomorrow, so partly sunny overall, and we'll have a chance for a passing shower or thunderstorm, mainly in the afternoon. Today's threat's going to be up along I-80 and points to the north. For tomorrow, the entire area will have a chance for a shower or thunderstorm in the afternoon. Strongest would be containing some gusty winds and some very heavy rain. Here's an update to the tropics as promised. Look at this area of clouds right through there in that red circle. That's going to continue to push off toward the west-northwest. This is potential tropical cyclone 9 with winds of 45 miles per hour. It's been hitting the Leeward Islands. It's going to continue and looks like it's going to strengthen into a tropical storm. It's going to interact with land, weaken, and strengthen, weaken, strengthen kind of thing, but definitely something to watch as it heads close to the U.S. This is something else I wanted to tell you about happening in space. The newest Mars rover, Perseverance, is set to launch tomorrow morning from Kennedy Space Center at 7:50. It's a really cool instrument that's going to be roaming around Mars, and it's going to have a lot of instruments on it, and one of them is a weather instrument. It's going to be measuring things like dust, temperature, humidity, and that'll be great because we'll have a better understanding of what is going on up there for future missions with astronauts. So really cool feature, really cool thing happening really for us for tomorrow. Wanted to bring that to your attention. As we head into Friday, we have 83 degrees and the best chance for rain looks like it's going to be south of Pittsburgh as it stands right now. If you have any weekend plans, keep checking back. We are expecting periods of showers and thunderstorms with highs in the 80s.
Thanks, Danielle. Now here's local steals and deals.
Hi, I'm Lisa Robertson coming to you from my house where, guess what I've been doing? Wait for it. Cooking. I know. You completely didn't expect that. Well, one of the things that I love is I've been experimenting in the kitchen, and I found something with my friends at Local Steals and Deals that is awesome. So, Local Steals and Deals, finding you great ideas that you probably haven't heard of, and they're going to make your life a lot better, and here's one of them. I go to the grocery store, and I come home, I used to, with a whole bunch of these. Not the peppers, the bags. Did you know that the average American family throws away over 1,500 of these plastic bags a year? I know, do the math. That's crazy. So I love these Lotus Trolley produce bags. We have them in the organic cotton and we have them in the mesh. And whichever one you choose, there's 3 different sizes in each, so it's completely up to you. But now I go to the grocery store. I'm not wandering around with what everybody else is working with. No, this is from my house. I just took it out of the washing machine, and I know it's clean, it's reusable, it's strong. My produce is easier in this. I bring it in with me, I put the produce in, I take it home. I love these. This is something that's going to be so much easier, and I'm not going around going, oh no, what do I do with all these plastic bags? Besides that, I don't think this is the best way to store produce even in the refrigerator. I'd rather leave it in this. These are one of the best ideas I've ever seen. And one of the things that I absolutely love about it is that Local Steals and Deals has a special offer for you on it where it's actually 40% off. So trust me when I tell you, you can be the envy of everyone, even in the produce department. I walk in with these and people look at me like, hey, where'd you get those? I'm like, I know, they're kind of amazing. So 40% off, localsteals.com. Just one of the great ideas that we have for you with Local Steals and Deals. And we'll see you next time with more.
In Severe Weather Center 11, we cover weather everywhere you live.
And we have the experience to get it right. We know the weather patterns across our neighborhoods and understand the unique influences on your area.
It's why there can be heavy downpours in northern Allegheny County.
While it's dry in Greensburg and rain is moving into Irwin.
Our priority is to prepare you for the weather in your neighborhood.
Count on Severe Weather Team 11 on Channel 11 News.
Tracking storms where you live.
What's new?
What's now and what's next every morning
on Channel 11 Morning News.
Canonsburg has canceled its Bavarian Oktoberfest. Organizers say they waited as long as possible to make the decision, but realized it would not be possible to hold the three-day event under current conditions.
Major League Baseball teams have been filling the stands with cardboard cutouts of fans. At Kansas City's Kauffman Stadium, the fans have some company. They prepped the stands yesterday, and some movie stars were spotted in the mix, along with dogs and some former Royal stars. And we even found Waldo hiding out in the stands. Gotta laugh.
I think we need one.
That's all for Channel 11 News at noon. Our next newscast comes up tonight at 5.
Thanks for watching. Have a good day.
Channel 11 Morning News brings you what's happening now.
Water main break shut